I don't want no mediocre, who don't want no mediocre, I don't want no mediocre.
Ayn Rand was born as Elisa Zinovyevna Rosenbaum on the 2nd of February, 1905 in St. Petersburg, Russia. She died the 6th of March, 1982 in New York. She was a writer, best known for her two novels The Fountainhead and Atlas Shrugged. She also developed a philosophical system she called objectivism, which is conveyed via her novels. Born and educated in Russia, her forming years were determined by the Bolshevik Revolution, the Russian Civil War, the founding of the Soviet Union and the early years of the Stalin era. Those experiences set the theme for her later work, the individual versus the collective.
It is an ancient conflict. It has another name. The individual against the collective.
Rand came to the United States in 1926 with a 6-month visitor's visa. In 1929, she married American actor Frank O'Connor and so gaining a path to citizenship. The photo shows the couple at Barbara and Nathaniel Brandon's wedding. Rand and Brandon had a 15-year affair with the consent of their spouses. After a few plays and a couple of novels, her breakthrough came with her 1943 novel The Fountainhead. This was followed by her opus magnum Atlas Shrugged in 1957. One of her close friends who reviewed early drafts of the book was Alan Greenspan, later chairman of the Federal Reserve. John Galt is one of the main characters in the book. He's a philosopher and inventor who has organized his fellow entrepreneurs for the fight against oppressive bureaucracy and a culture that embraces mediocrity in the name of egalitarianism. John Galt's movement is largely passive, the entrepreneurs go on strike, and mostly free of violence. Ragnar Danneskjöld, however, is the exception. Ragnar is a college friend and early follower of John Galt. He became a pirate, seizing tax-funded relief ships that are being sent from the United States to the people's states of Europe. Later he bombards and levels ironworks in Maine, owned by Orrin Boyle's Associated Steel. While the reviews by critics and academics were mixed at best, Atlas Shrugged sold millions of copies. And Library of Congress found Atlas Shrugged to be the most influential book in the US, after the Bible. The book and the underlying philosophy also serve as an ideological base for members of the Republican Party, including Paul Ryan, vice presidential candidate in 2012, and Senator Ted Cruz. Interestingly enough, book sales also soared after the 2008 financial crisis.
Who put the band's a dream in Mrs. Murphy's old team?
While finishing The Fountainhead, Rand was prescribed Benzedrine to fight fatigue. She continued to take the drug for the next 30 years. Atlas Shrugged was written under the influence of amphetamines.
I don't want no mediocre, who don't want no mediocre, I don't want no mediocre.